Hey guys, it's Gavin here from Pioneer. Today we're going to look at the new DJM900 Nexus, Pioneer's latest installment along the DJM range. Building on the successful DJM models such as the 567 and 800, the 900 Nexus, as its name suggests, is the central hub for the new generation Pioneer products, packing in great new features such as Pro DJ Link, sound color effects, and beat effects. Every effort has been made to boost up the sound quality of the mixer, and I think it really shines through. Of course, the great thing about the Pioneer DJM range is the consistency in layout, so migration from one DJM to another is made pretty easy. For comparison purposes today, I'm going to compare the 900 Nexus to the 800. First, let's take a look down the left hand side of this mixer. You will notice along the top that there is one XLR input for the microphone and a USB input. The second microphone input has been moved to the back. The mic levels and EQ effects remain the same, as does the talkover function. The sound color effects have been changed. On the 800 we had harmonic, sweep, crush and filter. Here on the 900 we have space, dub echo, gate, noise, crush and filter. I'll demonstrate more of these functions later on. Just under that we have the Q button for Pro DJ Link as well as the headphone section. This all remains similar to the 800. On the 800 we had a flip switch to choose from the different input sources up here. On the 900 Nexus this has been replaced with a knob indicator as the input options have been boosted. You will now be able to choose from digital, CD line, phono for your turntables or USB. Down along the EQ section you can now choose between EQ or isolator, choosing the curve with this switch here. Again, this will be demonstrated more clearly when I team up with the CDJ-2000 later on. As you would expect here, the color control changes the parameters of the 6 new sound color effects. The channel faders are newly designed for greater resistance to the wear and tear DJs and those drunk girls in the DJ booth put them through, all while retaining smooth operability. Crossfader assign and the crossfader remains the same, as do the crossfader and channel fader curve characteristics. Right above them you have the EQ curve, as I've spoken about earlier. Down along the right hand side of the mixer we have the new MIDI controls, the new unit display and the X-Pad, which adjusts the quantitative parameters of the beat effect function. The new quantize function is also included here. Engaging this option will mean an effect starting point is set to the closest beat. The new FX functions here include spiral melodic slip roll and a new MIDI LFO which teams up with the MIDI controls along the top. First off, you have your send and return options here for use with an FX unit such as the EFX1000. We also have the usual red and white RCA inputs, or if you are feeling more extravagant you can go down the digital route here. Beside the second microphone input we have the MIDI output, should you want to use something like a MIDI sequencer. Here you can see the link slot for a Cat5 cable so that you can get the most out of what the Pro DJ Link has to offer. In the middle here we have the master outputs coming in the shape of both XLR and RCA. Right beside those we have the RCA record output and the boot terminals for connection with the booth monitor. Well, what can the DJM900 Nexus do? Well, let's take a look. First we'll start off with the sound color effects. This first color effect is called the space effect. Next is the dub echo. The next funky little effect is the gate. This next effect is familiar to those with the DJM900. It's the noise effect. Crush. So that was taking it all from the wet to the dry with the crush effect. We do the same with the filter.